it's kind of why I blazed through Heaven's Word. Because I wanted to make sure I got all the Yokai Watch event stuff.
Were you able to enjoy the story of him?
Oh, yeah, no, I loved Heaven's Word. I didn't skip any of the story, I just skipped all the side stuff, which I'm now going back and doing. I have just unlocked the Alliance raids. Haven't done the first one yet, but I just unlocked it.
Ironic, it's pirate thing.
Yeah, because I'm trying to level up my white mage to level 60. I've been focusing on doing that, and I keep doing the roulette for our Alliance raids. I'm like, I really hope I just get Void Arc. That's the one I'm on. Yeah.
But no, let me guess, always Crystal Tower.
I'm always getting Cyrus Tower specifically. And then I do it and everyone's like, oh my god, I didn't get Labyrinth of the Ancients for once. And it's like, I never get Labyrinth. I always get Cyrus Tower or World of Darkness.
I love opening presents.
We're getting to the two nice levels of them. So,
Ultimate wedgie experience! Whee!
Well, now all I got left is shinies.
like I know an area, like I know a cheesy area where to
Get all your shinies.
yeah. Like it's not like the gems in Spyro.
Which, yeah, new computer. I can play that now too. Hopefully. Because I own it apparently. Don't remember getting it, but I own it.
Remember how they introduced apparently SpongeBob can, you know, instead of going up and down the wall, they introduced the concept of him going on the side.
Yeah, that was. Did they do that in earlier levels?
No.
So it's just like, hey, look at these arrows. They're gonna tell you you're going a new direction. This puzzle looks cool.
Yeah, just
I get that people might not like this, but this looks cool. Okay, but that looks rough. I'd say start with the moving one. Yeah, because then it gets you right in the right height and rhythm. What was that?
I think I was still on the
But it throws you out there, but it didn't throw you out there that time. See, now this level feels like it was decently designed, because it actually has interesting challenges to it, and, you know, so far it doesn't look like a death sets you back 10 minutes.
yeah, like when you're a kid, those two parts were just nightmarish.
Yeah, I agree.
Now to the ship. Why am I always pressing R1?
Yeah, why are you pressing R1?
I mean R2.
That's even more confusing.
Sometimes pushing a simple button is the most satisfying. Push, 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 push.
Oh, look, it's Mr. Krabs. How did he get up here?
Ahoy there, SpongeBob! Swab
Are we
the
sure it's
poop
not
deck.
Robo-Crabs?
No, unfortunately, there's no Robo-Crabs.
Oh, I already did that joke with Squidward, Mr. Krabs.
Yes, well, it's a good one though, eh?
Oh, sure is.
Here's what you need to do. Destroy all the power generators on the robot ship. Once the power is off, you'll be able to shoot the Dutchman's cannons to destroy the robot ship.
Cannon do, Mr. Krabs.
I was about to bring up, like, wait, do everyone just goes above and beyond just to avoid SpongeBob at some points?
It really sounds like it.
Take that!
I'm starting to question, other than Mrs. Puffs, if some of them are actually out here trying to avoid SpongeBob, not for whatever reason they say they're here
I
for.
feel like a new sponge.
Like when Mr. Krabs is saying there might be customers locked up in there, he might have just been there trying to avoid
SpongeBob is in
SpongeBob.
control. The launch is a go.
That felt weird.
Is that in Count Course? Because he told Patrick that one.
Or yeah, but still. Also, I gotta say, it feels kind of weird because this is obviously this is the swearing session. We've both been swearing a bunch.
Oh, we have? Oh, I haven't noticed.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, we don't need to not swear. We're doing it mainly just for, you know, politeness sake. But like, we've been honest from the get-go. We swear outside of this stuff. We'll definitely have a better handle on it by the time we actually need to not swear.
Time of it will, yeah. I don't suppose we can have a machine that like knows our vocals and knows when we're gonna like drop an F-bomb and can just beep us.
Well, by that point we might have hired somebody to actually do the editing so you don't have to. And they might be able to do it, right?
Like, I'd feel bad because it's like, let's try to be non-swearish as possible. And just, at one point, just curse and swear every single line we know or we use.
I still think the best thing would be like take a game that has excessive swearing in it and just that be our we say no offensive language in any way, shape, or form. Not even just not swearing, but like even mild offensive language we avoid saying.
There's a part with Sandy, but it's like, I don't know if...
Yeah, I'm trying to see myself, like...
No, I know it's good.
So is the platform still down? And it goes up when you land, step on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully, because
That's weirdly roundabout.
Flying squirrel coming through.
And now that I've said that, I want to make a joke, but I can't really properly formulate it.
Where's... Oh, it's for Spongebob.
Actually, it's just... I want to make a joke because I said roundabout, you know, the whole JoJo jokes and all that, but I actually liked roundabout way before JoJo got an anime.
Yeah. And before it became what made the to be continue me. Oh,
Yeah, that was rude.
that was. I have no means of getting back. Oh, great, now I gotta go back. Oh, that's you learned this.
But yeah, I grew up listening to classic rock, so I actually listened to Yes when I was young. Also, point out just how good that song is considered. Like that song is referenced in like other movies and all that. Like an early one for me, seeing it get referenced was, do you remember the movie School of Rock with Jack Black?
Yeah.
He tells the bassist to listen to Roundabout specifically. Because it is an amazing song for bass. Well, it's an amazing song in general, but like it is the bass is what everybody gets out of that one. Which, did you know they made a show about it?
School of Rock? Or
Yeah, the
Did
School of
not
Rock
know.
show.
Did not know that.
I've not heard good things. Why
Are
is
you?
that doing that?
Unless I'm going on it wrong, but that's just. That, are you? Oh boy.
One less permit.
Mission control launch is a
Yeah, the School of Rock show is a very
Say hello to my little bubble
of
friend.
now type of like trying to make it relevant.
Oh, it's like it's new?
Yeah, it's pretty new. It's like a year or two old now, I think.
Yeah.
You
like-
just met the
I don't remember
Sponginator.
what's on.
It shines.
It's like how he was in the beginning of that movie. It's like he was supposed to be a math professor, but then, you know... Oh, that was close.
I actually forgot that at the beginning he was supposed to be teaching math. Yeah, you know what's better than math? Music.
Just open up... Well, that would have required him to go to music school, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
For him, like, to get a teaching license. I don't know how do you, what do you do to become a teacher?
I don't either. My aspiration before this was like, I kind of want to, if I'm not going to get into game development, I want to become a librarian. And those are two very different things. Yeah, due to my volunteer work in high school, I very much
The shinier, the better.
enjoyed library work. So that would be fun to do.
Yeah, I'm glad. I'm kind of glad that libraries are still a thing. Still.
Yeah, well, I don't think they ever will stop being. Libraries are one of those pretty solid constants, at least in our lifetime. They probably will be.
It's like the radio.
Well, that's the thing is, the radio, it was, like, it is something that will become, or has become obsolete, but
It's
technically still around.
still around, still used.
And, like, it's adapted, which is, the new radio, internet radio and such, is going to survive for probably forever. Or, well, at least until we have our whole, like, societal crash and we lose everything.
Yeah, I wonder how that's gonna happen. Or are we already at that now?
I know, we're pretty far away from it.
Oh. You sure?
Anything short of nuclear war, we're pretty far away from it.
Even considering how the world is today.
Yup.
Yeesh.
I am very pessimistic about the world, but still, I say what I'm saying here.
Okay, how are we gonna do this?
Okay, that's better. Yeah!
The more I think about it, especially because Sandy has the line, it just feels weirder and weirder, the fact they're actually wearing the underwear.
That is weird. That makes, well, that's why, I guess that's when they changed the health bar for Spongebob Squarepants movie from to Krabby
There's someone to
Patties.
make the buttons big and red like.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, but they also they also take damage too. Like the animations for the Krabby Patty take damage.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, do I really have to carry Patrick's socks?
You're in a spacesuit. How can you smell that?
Well, it's so gross.
Again, you're in a suit. And she's also a. What's to forget? Sandy's also apparently a scientist. A very
There's nothing like the smell of
Very
bubbles in the morning.
famous scientist.
Smells
Or like
like
a very
victory.
Accomplished. And she might be more than that, because apparently she has all this spy gear just readily on hand.
She's a scientist, and she also knows karate. And she, like, supposedly is strong.
Wait, isn't she like one of the strongest characters in Bikini Bottom?
Yeah.
Like, isn't there an episode where she proves she's even stronger than Larry?
Okay, you don't have to do anything for Larry. Larry is just all show.
He is still strong. He's not brave or confident or.
But he's not
anything.
strong though. He's just a show off. Okay, yeah, these are meant for SpongeBob, not for Sandy.
I guess it might be they're trying to say like SpongeBob's lighter.
Yeah.
It is weird how they reset.
I
their
found a
animation
loophole
every
with Sandy though, because that's what the platform's left for was there.
I love opening presents. Fresh like a spring breeze.
Okay, now will I be ready for this next part?
Every time SpongeBob says the whole fresh like a spring breeze thing, it just makes me think of JoJo Part 4, second half of it.
Yeah.
When I just forget the one guy's name, because I can only remember stand names. Highway Star stand user, when he meets him in the hospital.
Oh yeah.
It's like putting on a new pair of underwear at the start of a new year.
I just like to think that you wouldn't beat up a guy who's like, you know, already busted, right? Yeah, you're right. I wouldn't. I'd be like very bad. I'd be like the worst person in the world. You know, right? Yeah, so that's why I healed you.
Josuke is like the most savage one. And like his stand power allows him to be so. Like Jolin is brutal. Jolin is really every single one of them combined, but like Josuke having the ability to heal his opponents just makes it so he could be so evil.
I wouldn't technically call healing. It's more like he can fix them.
Some of it's healing. Well, what is healing it but fixing?
Yeah. But like he just fixing. I'm just like referring if somebody
And
has. Like,
it was more of a revert it. Like that's the thing, because that's what it felt like they were trying to hint at being. Right up until the how the story diverted from its original path.
Yeah. Okay, time for a boss fight.
We did it! We got your ship back and defeated the robots!
That you did! But now that I look at it, I think I'll keep this golden spatula. It's so nice and shiny. It reminds me of my first buried treasure.
But what about our deal?
Ah, never make a deal with a ghost. Deals don't mean anything to me, except for that great deal I got on a butter churn back in 1873. What a prize, I tell you. Nothing beats creamy hand-churned butter.
Wait just a cotton-picking minute, Butter Boy. We did all that stuff, and you're backing out like a sea weasel.
Sea weasel? Ah, them's fighting words. If you want this gold thingy so bad, come and get it.
You're on.
Boss fight, and we're playing as Sandy.
Interesting that we're starting as Sandy even.
Yeah.
Feeling
Doesn't get one.
He was not there for his own robot, was he? Well, he was there. He just wasn't.
Ew.
He was there for
Can't
Sandy's
believe I'm
robot.
wearing
but
SpongeBob's
not-
underwear.
Didn't he get frozen during?
I think SpongeBob did.
I thought he got introduced. Like he was used for the introduction to freezing being an option, like during the fight. Oh no, that was Squidward.
Yeah, Squidward being frozen, and then SpongeBob, and then Sandy goes to save them all. It's like out of all of them, like Patrick is the one that didn't take the fight because he thought it was fun. It's like I want to play. Patrick, we're not playing. We're fighting for our lives. I want to play. Okay, fine.
So when you hurt him, never mind.
The flames will hurt me. I was just trying to.
Yeah. Because you actually went right through the flames at one point in there and didn't take any damage. So I was wondering if once you hurt him, the flames actually stopped dealing damage.
supposed to stay in those, but I don't think you can.
But standing in the middle?
Yeah. Now they're getting a little bit too big there. Just hurry up and do your flying. No, enough with the eye lasers.
Coming through.
You're a ghost. How the hell do you have eye
Yeah,
lasers?
this is kind of the weirdest thing. I've just
Like
been
that,
kind of
understandable.
stunned about.
You dirty ghost.
Dirty.
Okay, that looked kind of cool.
Jacket has been cleaned twice.
Everyone stop fighting! I think I have an idea!
Here you go.
Oh, it looks like my ship. It's even got all the little mold that flies. How thoughtful. All right, you little rapscallions. Here's the golden spatula.
That feels weird.
Yeah, well, SpongeBob solved the problem. There you go. There's a bubble. Yeah, usually, it's always a bubble or the Krabby Patty that helps. That solves the problem.
Yeah. How that was portrayed, it reminds me of when they showed Space Jam to the guy who essentially wrote the book on how Looney Tunes
Someone
characters
better
should
make
act,
good use of all these.
and how he hates Space Jam because it's wrong. Bugs Bunny should have had the whole problem solved in like the first 20 minutes.
How did they agree to
That's better.
how to get Space Jam going then?
He didn't own Space Jam. The guy who wrote the book on how they should act was just one of the writers that they got along the way. He wasn't even the original creator. But like his writing style and how all the characters should be was so perfect. That's why they use still to this day how he wrote they should act. But like in the end, he doesn't own any of it. So, but yeah, the most beloved Looney Tunes movie is not, or is actually hated by the guy who created how the Looney Tunes are, how we know them.
Yeah, it does.
Well, I suppose it'll make Patrick happy.
Yeah, in that guy's means of it, like, Bugs Bunny is Deus Ex Machina.
Bugs Bunny's always been Deus Ex Machina.
Nothing can stop a land critter. A little oil doesn't scare me.
It is still weird how long Looney Tunes has been a thing.
It's still a thing.
Yeah, but it's like, there's World War II propaganda.
Oh, because of old cartoons and your
Like, it was around like back then to be and was used for, like, hey, we need to fight in this war. In one of the skits, Donald Duck is a Nazi.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going back here because I think I messed up on getting a training back to SpongeBob. I should have just gone the other way. And I can't go back.
Well, you got your quick travel options
Ahoy
still,
there,
right?
Sandy.
Top of the morning to you, Mr. Crab.
But I mostly want to get that. Well, should I get the golden spatula that I missed, or do that off camera?
I don't know.
Just go way back up. So. Yeah, I'll just drop down to off screen.